When you're throwing the biggest party in Myrtle Beach, you need hundreds of volunteers. Meet two of them on this morning's Carolina People. Coming up next. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at Coastal Grand Mall, the Grand Strand's premier shopping destination. We're focused on the 24th annual Taste of the Town to be held tomorrow at the Myrtle Beach Convention Center. And we're visiting with the co-chairs, Kathleen Burroughs and Patty Gresko. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning, Greg.
Thank you so much for coming in this close to the event. It's probably tough to take a minute and slow down.
It is. Thank you for having us. Of course, being invited, we certainly made the time to come in.
You know, John Robitaille will be with us tomorrow. I think he's your restaurant chair. Of course, he'll spend a lot of time going over the chairs. If folks need to get off now, at least they know they can tune in tomorrow morning at 7 to learn a little more about the restaurants. And of course, the layout, the convention center is really set up. Even right now, it's truly getting ready for tomorrow night's event.
That's correct. They're starting as we speak to set up for tomorrow night.
Today's the big day.
Today's the big day.
Today is the big day. It takes 2 days to get ready.
It probably takes a little more than 2 days, Kathleen.
Well, no, I just mean for the convention center and convention makers.
Right, you guys have been working on this for more than a year now. I mean, obviously, right after last year's event, you're hitting the pavement.
Right. Absolutely. In fact, during the event, we're thinking, what can we do to make this different or better or the same for next year?
That's a great
while
idea.
we are doing the event.
You've got a tremendous turnout of restaurants this year.
Record number. We have 54 restaurants.
54?
We're very excited.
45 would be a lot. 54 is insane.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a record for us, but just thrilled to have that many people participating.
Absolutely. And most of these are local restaurants that year after year have been out supporting St. Andrew, or do y'all have some new restaurants this year?
We have a few new restaurants this year, and they're going to be a lot of fun to try out. Some have not even opened yet.
Come
we
on.
have actually
the Sid and Roy's. Yeah.
Sid and Roy's has not opened yet, and that is Divine Dining's new restaurant.
Right.
We also have Tavern at the Forest, which is going to open sometime in November in Carolina Forest, and they're premiering themselves at Taste of the Town tomorrow night. And we have the Hard Rock Cafe theme park has just contacted us this past Thursday. And
who wants to slip in on Tuesday. Wow.
Under the radar. Just right under.
To get in. Well, tomorrow night's the perfect, and we call it night, even though it starts at 4.
Right, that's correct. 4 p to 10 p.m.
4 p to 10 p. So over a 6-hour period, you know, to think what y'all are doing over, let's see, the rest of today and tomorrow to get ready. What's the next 2 days like?
Well, it's pretty hectic, actually, but we have great help, and the restaurants actually start setting up this afternoon, and then we'll go into tomorrow and finish setting up by about 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Wow.
Some restaurants do a lot of decorating, takes a lot of preparation, so they'll be in there this afternoon starting to set up.
St. Andrew Catholic School has been the beneficiary from the beginning. Is that right?
That's correct.
In fact, it was the school that started it. This is our 24th year. And to imagine now having 100,000 square feet of the convention center, all 3 rooms, when day one, it originally started with 5 restaurants.
Wait, was it at the convention center the first year, though?
Yes, I think it was.
It was in one small room, and there were only 5 restaurants.
That is amazing. So from 5 to 54.
Right.
That's a big increase over 24 years.
Right.
And obviously a lot of pressure on the volunteers. This is a volunteer-driven operation.
It's 100% volunteers.
100% volunteers.
Parent volunteers, children in the school, parishioners of the Catholic churches also help us. So we couldn't survive without our volunteers.
For our viewers in the PD or in southeastern North Carolina who may not have been, obviously they can come down. It's a Tuesday. It's great to be able to be there from 4 to 6, 4 to 7.
Right.
Drive back to Florence, even drive back to Lumberton or Laurinburg.
Right.
Is it worth the trip for them?
Most definitely.
Really?
Definitely.
They'll see something they're not seeing in Florence or in the PD. I mean, there's nothing like it.
Right, and our area is unique because we do have so many restaurants, and we always have a lot of new restaurants premiering each year. So unlike a town that's not a tourist destination, we do offer a lot of different restaurants that they may not have in their hometown. And they can try different types of food, so we feel like we have a lot to offer.
Obviously, all the dollars going to St. Andrew Catholic School. For viewers who aren't familiar with the school, give us a little history of the school, Kathleen.
We have been in existence for 52 years.
Wow.
It started off in the same building that we are in now with just additions throughout the 52 years. We are a school that services K through 8th grade. There's just K through 8th. There's one class per grade.
Great.
And 27 to 30 children per class. It's, as you said, a private Catholic school.
Right. So less than 250 students total.
239.
Tremendous.
We have 239. Maximum is 240. But we do have a waiting list for kindergarten through 5th grade.
Oh, come on.
We do. We have a waiting list.
Really?
Quite a lengthy waiting list.
Is there another school like this in the area? I guess there's not really another in Horry County. There's probably nothing like it.
Right. There's St. Michael's Catholic School down in Garden City.
Down in Garden City,
right,
sure.
Which started a couple years ago.
Right,
much newer.
Much newer.
But 52 years, you said?
52 years.
That's tremendous.
Running hard and strong and proud of it. Taste the Town is our #1 major fundraiser for the year. And the money that we raise really goes towards capital expenditures that are not budgeted in. As most people would know, private school does not necessarily have a whole lot of money to it.
Right.
So we need the fundraiser, and it's just a tremendous, tremendous help. We have put an entire new roof on the school, redone all of the windows, put a beautiful playground for the children, and our most recent thing that we have done is built a gym.
A new gymnasium.
A new gymnasium. It's also the community life center.
A lot of food tickets built in the gymnasium.
A lot of Taste of the Towns.
Taste of the Town was the major supporter. It's the community life center.
Right?
But the children up until 2 years ago had no gymnasium. So they were quite excited. Excited.
Yeah. So children, some kids will really be working hard tomorrow night.
Sure.
Not too young, obviously. Probably
6th,
not.
7th, and 8th graders work.
Three of the 8 grades. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Our 6th graders clean the tables for us, which is a huge help. I mean, you can imagine the amount of waste that's generated with that many people. So their job's very important. 7th and 8th graders run our concession stands, and so we use the students a lot, and our teachers. I must say our teachers are great, because not only do they teach, but they come and work at Taste of the Town that night also.
Every one of them.
Every one of them.
Every one of the teachers
all the
will be there.
Yes, sir.
And administration, obviously.
And administration,
the
they
will.
Right.
Monsignor Chet.
Monsignor Chet, who's been there. I've seen him in a lot of pictures. I think I've seen him in pictures with y'all as well.
Right.
You have. He loves to present the awards and the trophies to the winners. But unfortunately, this year he will be out of town, and he's sad to miss it because he just loves it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, yes, he'll be gone for the whole week, and he's disappointed because he does love the photo opportunities.
Yeah.
It's just such an important thing to him, so he enjoys being able to be there and share in it and participate.
John Robitaille will be with us tomorrow. Share with viewers why they need to tune in tomorrow morning at 7 to catch him. What's he going to be filling folks in on?
He's going to talk all about our restaurants, our 54 restaurants.
Right.
He's also kind of going to go over the map and kind of show how everything's laid out. So that'll give opportunities a chance to view, kind of what everything's going to look like before they get there. They can also visit our website.
Oh, great. You've got a website just for Taste of the Town.
Just for Taste of the Town.
John Robitaille created the website.
Is that right?
He did put the entire thing together himself.
What is that web address?
It is tasteofthetownmb.com.
Okay, www.tasteofthetownmb.com.
Yes.
Folks need to go online. Of course, it lists the restaurants.
Lists all the restaurants that are participating, so that you can go on there and see if any of your favorites are going to be there, and kind of know before you get there what you want.
I think I went there early this morning, Patty. It had a lot of frequently asked questions. Of course, just the basic ones. What is Taste of the Town? You just answered that. I think a lot of folks want to know, can I bring my kids out? Is this an adult event? Is it going to be a wild party? Or is this something you talked about some kids will be there?
Right. Very kid friendly. We start at 4 o'clock. A lot of people bring the kids early before it does get, more crowded. So a lot of people come between 4 and 6 with children. But children are welcome at any time during the event. We have Ronald McDonald coming this year.
Great. So, I see McDonald's is one of the big sponsors.
McDonald's
I'm loving it.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
So anyway, Ronald McDonald, we have a lot of restaurants that the kids enjoy.
Good.
So there's food for everyone.
That's fantastic. And of course, to see that activity of 6th, 7th, and 8th graders helping out at the level they are, I assume a lot of the other kids from the K through 5 will be out as well with since their parents are going to be working tomorrow night.
They will. And often the parents will take shifts. One will work and the other will be with the children. Then they'll switch off, and then the other parent gets a chance to eat and walk around with the younger kids, and the other works. But most definitely, the kindergarten kids get very, very excited and enthusiastic about it, all the way up through 5th grade. The important thing about 6th, 7th, and 8th graders working the event, they take ownership in it. They take ownership in their school, knowing that they're a part of the fundraiser, that they have participated and they've worked hard, and they themselves have helped earn the money that goes towards supporting their school.
Sure, and
it's
they're
ownership.
doing their calisthenics in a gym now instead of out in the mud.
That's right.
Or anywhere else, or playing basketball or anything else in a gymnasium, knowing that much of these efforts tomorrow from 4 to 10 will pay off.
They have a great sense of pride knowing that it has paid off because, due largely to their great efforts working in the evening.
Absolutely. So much has to happen, and as you lay out just this amount of time, as you look on their website, the other great thing is it lays out a lot of the active volunteers, y'all as co-chairs, and you guys have done this, you've done it more than...
third year.
This is your third year, is that right? I see John is up for the lynching next year as the general chair. Is he lined up, one of y'all, or both of y'all, for that role next year?
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. Margaret Singleton.
You will be in the wings to, I'm sure, help provide a little advice.
Right, that's exactly. But we have a wonderful committee. Kathleen and I certainly do not do all this by ourselves. We have judging, food tickets. I see
judging chairs, co-chairs, publicity.
Right, publicity.
Obviously, volunteer chair. You've got to line up a lot of volunteers. I mean, this is, I know folks can't see that, but it is column after column of all the different chairs, let alone all the different levels of volunteers.
Right, which is just parents in our school. A lot of them that work, but still take time to help with this event. And I think that's what makes it so special for the school is, people do care so much that they're willing to give up their time to help with this event.
Are you all alums of the school?
No, we're not.
Not alums, but you all do have, you each have, I guess, 2 children in the school.
Actually, Patty has one that has just recently graduated last year.
Wow.
But I still have a daughter in the 5th grade.
What is he doing, Patty? How can he live without St. Andrew? I'm sure he's wondering.
He does miss it.
Yeah.
They're so anxious to spread their wings and get away, but they do miss it a lot when they're gone. But I also have a daughter in the 5th grade.
Yes. And you have 2 boys.
I have Kathleen? 2 boys, one in the 6th grade and one in the 8th grade.
One soon to graduate then.
Soon to graduate from... He's not anxious. It's the fear of the unknown. Once you leave the school you've been in for so long. It's an excitement and it's a fear and a nervousness all at the same time.
What is it that's so great about St. Andrew? I mean, why is there a waiting list for K through 5? What's so great about it?
I think first it's a family environment. We take care of each other. We support each other. If one of our family members needs help, the entire school really comes out to support them and help them. I think it's a feeling of security and comfort and that family atmosphere, but it's also a very strong education, and values and morals.
That's wonderful. Of course, I've seen Patty and her family at another church in town, so it's not just Catholics that would attend St. Andrew Catholic School or whose children would attend the school.
Right, that's correct.
Very important connection there. We think about, there was one thing our director, I think, mentioned. Of course, he and his family are very involved with the event as well, but children under 14 can get in. Is there a cost, and what is that, and how are the tickets doled out for viewers who may not have attended in the past?
Tickets are $4 if purchased in advance. And they can be purchased at all HTC locations throughout the county, or at the school, or at the Catholic churches in the county.
So the school will probably be pretty quiet tomorrow. tomorrow leading up to the event, they'd really need to get by there today.
Right.
Or those HTC locations to buy tickets today.
And they'll have tickets. If you purchase tickets at the door, which you can, they're just $5, just $1 more.
Great.
And that gets you into the convention center. And then once in, you'll need to purchase food tickets, which are $1 each. And most of the samples that the restaurants give are $1 to $3 each.
$1 to $3 for most of the samples. Great. Do y'all accept credit cards tomorrow?
We do not.
We do not.
All cash. How about personal checks?
No, we do not.
We do not
All cash. So folks need to come with cash.
And there will be an ATM.
There's an ATM. Great. Close by.
Close by. That if you forget to stop at the bank on the way in, you'll be able to go by the ATM.
That's fantastic. Well, that's so important to make sure that folks come out with cash.
Right.
It's a credit card world. And
right.
We want to make sure folks bring some cash out to get these tickets. You've got some great sponsors this year.
We do.
Of course, I've said 2 H's there and a big M. That is a big M. I am loving it. I'm going to have to hold up that poster. Who are the sponsors this year, y'all?
HTC Communications, the Myrtle Beach Herald.
Oh, we like that group.
Sounds familiar.
Know those folks.
And McDonald's.
McDonald's, I'm loving it. That is a great trademark they've got. And that big M, you got a big H, TC, a big H in Herald, and then a big M, and I'm loving it, McDonald's. And I have seen they got some billboards around town promoting the event.
We
think
do.
Some trays, the tray
they have
things there at McDonald's. A tremendous way, of course, radio and broadcast exposure. Nothing better. Folks wrap around this common goal. And a lot of folks say, why would I want to help a local Catholic school? There's really a need to help out the school. You've highlighted for 52 years.
Right.
Folks have been helping the school out. I mean, 24 years for Taste of the Town, but 52 years it's been in existence. Why should folks get out and help St. Andrew Catholic School, Kathleen?
Because I believe in the school, because my children are in the school, and I'll throw myself wholeheartedly into whatever benefits my children. But the school itself, the reason my kids are there is because it's just a phenomenal institution. I can't say anything negative about it. It's just been wonderful for our family, and I'll do everything I can to support it.
Some of the future leaders in the area.
That's right.
Future leaders in the area.
As well as existing leaders right now have come out of even 40, 50 years ago, possibly out of St. Andrew Catholic School.
Right.
Oh, absolutely. And I do believe that we're molding future leaders for the area. And it's just a beautiful process to watch. We know that we've been part of it.
Right.
Helping raise money that's going to keep the school going to produce more future leaders is just a wonderful thing.
Sure. Of course, a lot of great leaders coming out of public education, not to take anything away from them.
Exactly.
Oh, no,
it's just a great opportunity to focus on K through 8 right now.
Right.
St. Andrew is y'all's children's homes, and soon to graduate and recent graduate there.
Right.
And that was the main thing I was saying. We support it, obviously, because that's where our children are.
Right. Absolutely. So many things, and that the website highlights a lot of great frequently asked questions, so folks need to go there.
Right.
tasteofthetownmb.com.
Right.
Of course, if they add questions today, they can still call. Is the 448-6062
Yes.
number a good one to call
Yes,
if they've got questions today?
Right. Today.
School will probably be pretty quiet tomorrow as everyone's getting out there to help set up. Is tomorrow a school day off?
Actually,
Half day.
it is a half day, and the kids love it. They're loving it.
I bet.
They get out at noon, and then prepare for the rest of the frantic afternoon and evening.
I mean, it's 7 o'clock now. Obviously, Costa Grande, it's amazing. They've got some folks coming through here. But what is today going to be like for y'all? We know we'll talk to John. I don't know how we got John to come in here to be with us tomorrow morning, with tomorrow night being such a crazy thing. But what is, break down the next 36 hours for the two of y'all. And who's kind of leading the show? I mean, you guys really do this in tandem. It's a pretty equal affair.
Oh, we do. It's an equal partnership here. You know, we're just there to oversee, make sure things are set up properly, make sure the restaurants get what they need when they're setting up, make sure that they're showing up. You know, we have had restaurants that don't show up, so we're scrambling around to, try to fill a spot last minute. So our days are pretty hectic. We're moving a lot, and by tomorrow night we'll be very tired.
Having a nap.
There is no time for a nap.
Larry promotes power naps during the day.
He does. Yes, he
all
does.
The time.
I know it well. There is no time. We will start our day tomorrow morning at 8 at the convention center.
Right.
And we'll be there, and Patty and I probably about 2 o'clock will just run home, freshen up, put on our blue Taste of Town committee shirts, and arrive back at 3. And then we will be there until literally 11:30 in the evening tomorrow night.
Wow. and many of the volunteers will keep that same schedule.
Right. We'll do the
possibly
same
some
day.
of them even as crazy, even earlier.
Right.
Yes.
All day today and
Yes.
tomorrow.
Well, today started an hour earlier at 7 to interview with you when we would normally be at the convention center at 8.
You'll be heading over there from here. That's
Yes,
fantastic.
we'll head straight from
You
here.
know, as you think through all the different levels of things that have to happen, as you're sitting there during the event, and I know you're not sitting, but able to walk around and watch and think of some of the things. What are some of the things over your 3 years as co-chairs that you've seen as ways to improve it the next year and even the next year? What are some of the things that really stick out of new things that have happened over your 3 years of co-chairing the event?
Well, I think last year we had a record number of people.
Right.
Over 7,000. So
Wow.
we did notice some areas that were congested, needed better traffic flow.
Right.
So John Robitaille, our restaurant chair, has worked really hard in opening up areas so traffic can flow better.
Right.
People won't feel congested. They'll be able to move the stroller around if they have the little one.
Right.
We've added more tables to give people more places to sit this year.
Great.
We will have the Autumn Ale House again by Budweiser, Better Brands.
Say that again, Patty.
The Autumn Ale House, which is sponsored by Better
Oh,
Brands.
great. Okay.
And we will have that again. And that will be a 21 and older area that people can go into. But it is separate from the food area. But we have really tried throughout the years to provide, you know, something for all ages, the adults and the children.
Absolutely. And seniors are welcome.
Of course, seniors are always
Most
welcome.
definitely. And they tend to come earlier in the evening.
Good.
Between 4 and 6, you'll have more of the seniors. It's more lit outside so they can drive in the light and lead as well.
And just so people know, we'll have golf carts if you have to park really far away, because the convention
Yes.
center has a huge parking lot. So
Very.
we'll shuttle them in so they won't have to walk so far.
Absolutely.
So that, you know, helps with the elderly if they, you know, are not able to walk as well.
There's no longer the Myrtle Square Mall parking lot to take advantage of.
No, there's
No,
not.
there
Is it really just the convention center
That is
parking?
correct.
Yes.
Boy, that's a tight squeeze possibly.
Right.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is.
So you
But
really,
we will have 4 golf carts to shuttle people so that you don't have to walk. Or,
Good.
you know, if it's raining, you won't have to walk.
Taste of the Town happens rain or shine, though.
That's
Obviously,
right.
everything is
Rain or
indoors,
shine.
so rain or
That's
shine.
exactly right.
You all will be there, and you'll probably have more than 7,000 rain or shine. I mean, it's
We're
perfect turnout.
hoping, we'd like to break our last year's record tomorrow night.
Absolutely. I'm sure it'll be a tremendous turnout. Of course, we're thrilled to have the chance. I know HTC Communications and McDonald's being out there, but the opportunity for the Herald to get out and give folks a chance to meet some of our great columnists and hand out some papers, some good reading material for the handful of folks that want to sit down and after they've collected some of the great foods. I think our director mentioned also y'all have, is it to-go boxes this year?
We do. This will be our first year selling to-go boxes, and they will be selling for 1 ticket, which would be $1 per ticket. And you can get as many to-go boxes as you'd like, because I'm sure 1 will not be enough.
Okay.
So you can eat to your heart's content while you're there for the evening, and then you can take some home for breakfast, lunch, or supper the next day. Or for a family member that may not have been able to make it, you can get some to-go boxes and fill them up and then take them home for that member.
Great, good. I should have asked this as we open. We've just got a couple of minutes, y'all. But for folks who haven't attended before, we're talking about Taste of the Town. So they're going to buy tickets, and then how's it going to work again? I know John will talk more about the restaurants tomorrow morning at 7, but we just got a couple of minutes. How does it work exactly? What are they doing with the 54 restaurants?
They can walk around. They'll purchase their food tickets. We have tables all throughout the convention center where you can buy your food tickets. They're $1 each.
Okay.
And each of the restaurants will have a sample of what they're preparing. Some will be $1, some will be $3. So 1 to 3 tickets,
Right.
and for 1 sample, and they can, you know, go and try the foods that they want to try.
And the samples range from all different types of meats or pastries
sure. We have
or breads.
desserts. We have, you know, seafood. We have pasta. We have, you know, all sorts of food. So
We have candy.
Candy.
We have
Candy.
tonight.
Yes,
Tonight.
I'm ready to sign up for that. Yeah, my
Candy.
daughter will be happy with that. So all different types of foods, virtually any delight.
Right.
And for folks who are diabetic or folks who have certain things they can't eat, clearly with 54 different restaurants, they'll find something they can eat.
Right.
I feel
think-
certain.
Right.
Sure. And I would like to say, lastly, that we would like to thank Fiji. It's sponsoring all our water this year. They've donated all the water that will be sold at the Taste of Town. So we're excited to have them as our water sponsor this year.
I saw that Monster was in for energy drinks,
Yes,
and of course Better Brands, your official beverage sponsor. What more than Fiji water? You mean the Fiji water, those fancy bottles?
The fancy
They're not
bottles.
going to be out there.
They contacted us because they saw Taste of the Town on our website. And in fact, it was a nice young lady from Florida that telephoned us saying, we would like to be your water sponsor. We just love the idea, and we've worked it out, and they are most definitely going to have their cute-looking
fancy
Fiji
bottles
fancy
there.
bottles.
I love it.
They've sponsored the entire event's worth of water.
And what will those bottles cost? Do you know yet? Have you all set the ticket, or I need to ask John tomorrow? That'll be $1 for them.
I believe it's one ticket, which is $1.
That's worth coming out tomorrow night just to get those bottles. You get them at convenience stores for $3 or $4.
Right. Yes.
Big savings coming out to support St. Andrew Catholic School, and obviously all of y'all's efforts and all the others. Thanks so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having us, and thank you for being one of our major sponsors.
Thank you,
Kathleen. Stay tuned to more Carolina People with Kathleen Burroughs and Patty Gresko, co-chairs of tomorrow's Taste of the Town, coming up next. You think tomorrow is going to be a big event? It's a prelude to the silver anniversary next year about the same time. Get out tomorrow just to experience it. And if you don't want to walk far in that long parking lot, you heard Patty say it, 4 golf carts, you can be a part of it. The 24th annual Taste of the Town, 4 to 10 tomorrow. Come back tomorrow morning. John Robitaille will highlight a lot of the special activities, but a big dessert station right behind the HCC and Herald booths. Come on in. 4 o'clock, $5 to get in at the door, $4 if you buy tickets today. Of course, you can go online. Most importantly, go online. tasteofthetownmb.com. tasteofthetownmb.com. You think these two ladies are doing a lot? You may think John's doing a lot tomorrow. It couldn't be done without hundreds of volunteers who make tomorrow night's event happen. Be a part of that. Buy a ticket, get out there, and make it a special night for St. Andrew Catholic School.